Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by today. I'm so glad you did. And today I'm going to be working in my Collage Weekly Journal. This is a challenge by Margarete Miller. Each year she puts out these prompts towards the end of the year, and it's a year-long prompt, and you get the printable to print it all out. And each week there are 5 prompts and a bonus prompt. So this week we are on week 33, or I am, and the prompts are a leaf or leaves, something made from wood, graph paper, something that makes you happy, an animal with fur, and the bonus is receipt. And this week I'm not going to have the bonus. So let's get our papers out and nope, I thought that was the last one at first. This one is. Okay, we'll get this out, and we're going to put our paper on the background. Oops, I'm knocking all my little prompts over that I have stacked up over here. Don't want to do that. Okay, the paper that I found that I'm going to be using is out of this Beach House, and this was a Hobby Lobby paper studio. I don't know if it's still available. It's just hard telling. I mean, I have no idea. And I really haven't been buying paper stacks for quite some time, so I haven't looked at them very much, because if I look at them, then, well, I'm going to buy it. But I found this paper, and this is a green graph paper. Kind of, it's a bluish green, so it'll be good. So now let's get the glue out and glue this down. It's going to take 2 pages of this to cover it, though, which is a bummer, but that's how it goes. How is your day going? Are you having a good one? I hope you are. Staying home today. Today is my last day of staying home and not having to go anywhere. I live for these days that I can just stay home. And I just was thinking, I'm so ready for summer to be over. I know, don't kill me. I'm not ready for winter, but I'm just ready for some cooler weather. And I know winter follows that, but I don't do well in this heat. But I was thinking, I would love to make some chili. I usually don't make that in the summer, but I don't know why I'm wanting some chili. So tonight's supper plans might get changed, because I have hamburger out for supper, and what I was going to make can wait. I mean, you know, the other ingredients with it can wait. So I might just make some chili. Yeah, I don't know if I have a chili seasoning pack, though. And I don't have all the spices that would go in a chili seasoning pack. I just buy those because I don't make it enough to warrant buying all the seasonings. So I don't know, I might have to change my mind on that. When I get done here, I'll have to go investigate in my kitchen and see what I have. I may have one, I don't know. I keep all of those seasoning packet type things in a bin in my refrigerator. That way they last. Well, I've never had one go bad, so I really can't say how long they last. But they last over a year, I know that. A lot of seasoning blends I have made up on my own with a recipe. Because those little packs can get expensive, but not chili. Alright, here's the last one. Got it. Yep. Alright, let's smooth out that glue a little bit. So what is for supper at your house? Or lunch or breakfast, whatever's coming up for you. And what do you put on your chili if you make chili? That's another question. I usually put cheese and crackers, of course. Sometimes sour cream, but mostly just cheese. I know there's a lot of things people put on their chili after they get it in the bowl. I find all that interesting, especially to see what different areas, different places in the world put on it. Okay, so now I need to punch that. Where did my punch go? Uh-oh. Did it fall off? My punch is not where it belongs. This is odd. Well, I guess we're not punching that today, because I can't find my punch, so I'm just going to have to remember. I think I did that one upside down, but it's no big deal. Because I want it. No, I didn't. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. That's not cut very good. That is strange that my punch is not there. And you know, that punch is not a tiny punch. It can't hide very well. I just can't figure out. And I can't see. I don't know what happened to it. Weird. Very, very weird. Alright, well, I'll do without. I just gotta remember not to put stuff right where it's gonna go into the punches. Okay, so I have for something made of wood. Oh, I'm getting stuff in my underneath my glue gun over here. I found I can get this book out of my way, and that'll help me a lot. In this book, everything but my animal with fur came out of this. This is Looking Ahead, and I don't know what age it would be for, but it is from 1957. It's got a lot of scribbling in it, but there's still a lot that can be used. So that is what I used. I'm still, every time I turn around to put something on the shelf, I look for that. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay. Okay, let's get this punched. I put it on a totally different shelf than usual. Who knows why? I don't know why. Now I put it back on the right shelf. I'm going to put my project on this side, but well, I need this out for a minute because what I thought I would do, maybe, I'm not sure, is put this here. And I don't know if I think it'll be okay if I go over the holes. I don't think the holes are going to punch into anything important. Okay. I need something down here for grass, don't I? I didn't think of that. Maybe I should just watercolor it. Let me get my watercolors. I gotta reach. Okay, get on. Hold on. There we go. Just a little bit too far up there. Let's see. Probably this side. Probably this green, matching it up to. I probably am not where you can even see, am I? But this green or that green. Let me get my water. Let's see. These are the opposite of way. Okay, so I want third green and this green, I think. Okay, let me get my brush. I might just use this one to kind of bounce it down. I need my water. And let's see, I think I will kind of wet the paper. Let's do this side first. It's getting in the way over there. I think what I will do is just kind of wet my paper where I want my grass to go. Okay. Then, this is a total experiment for me. As you know, if you watch my videos, me painting is usually kind of a disaster. But I feel like it just needed something down here to kind of ground that. That is my dishwasher making all of that noise. It is very loud. I had no plans of doing this. None at all. Okay, so then I want to do this side, and I need to kind of decide. It goes just up above that. I'll set this out of the way for a minute. Oops, I didn't wet my paper, did I? And it's, you can tell. Get this kind of This brush holds a lot of water. That's the only problem. Alright, now let's set this out of the way. And while I've got these colors out, I think I will add a little bit to my leaves. So my leaves I cut out of another piece of paper that was in that pad, and I also cut some out from the leftover book page. Oops, I don't think I need to watercolor my bear. So down I will use all of these. I think I'm going to use this one right here. I need to grab a drink real quick. More like a sip, that's empty. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I'm not real worried about getting them completely covered, I just want a little bit of color on them. I don't do a lot of this kind of stuff because I'm just not great at it, and I can make it look bad real fast. Really fast. But I do love to play with watercolors. I feel like I'm back in kindergarten, you know, getting to play with my watercolors. I'm going to kind of pick up a little bit of that. Just kind of spread a little bit of it out. Not a lot, just a little. Some will have more than others. Okay, now set all this to the side. I'm going to set my watercolor somewhere so they can dry a bit, and then I need something, oh, maybe, I don't know if I can get these all on there. I'm going to try, and these can do some drying while we're doing something else. They're very, very fragile now. And this is a oh, look what I just did. Well, they're going to be tucking under things, so it should be okay. This is that's a Tim Holtz die, but I don't know if it is. I'll show you in just a second. A friend let me borrow hers, and I used it, and I loved it. And then I happened into our thrift store here one day, and they had it on sale for $2 for the die. So you know I bought it. Because I had used hers until I gave them back to her. And so when I saw that, I just bought it right away. I have to get my other towel that's drier. Alright, let me grab that die and I'll show it to you in case you... Yeah, it is a Tim Holtz. The die is on my die machine, but this is it. 656927 Tattered Leaves, it says. So it's very nice. Alright, now, what I want to do, and we'll see if I can accomplish it, is something that makes me happy is I'm really enjoying canning, and I saw this picture here, and for some reason I didn't get it cut out. But I would like, I'm not going to be real picky about the bottom of this because I think it's not going to show. If it does, then I'll come back and be picky about it. How's that? But canning does make me happy. You know, there's some days I'm just like, oh, why did that have to be today that's ready to be canned? Because I don't feel like it. Especially this year, I just haven't, I don't know, I haven't felt very good. I see a doctor next month that hopefully will be able to help me with hot flashes and stuff, and maybe once I get some of these hormones under control. I hate it 1 minute. I mean, like, I can be totally freezing under my blanket. I've been freezing for, you know, most of the day, and then all of a sudden I'm hotter than, I think I was outside at 102 degrees baking in the sun, and then out of nowhere I'm back to freezing. I'm also hoping my new RA medicine will get my RA under control, because that can make you feel like you have the flu. Pins in the mail yesterday for that. I have to wait till Saturday because my doctor's office called and said I can't start the new one until 2 weeks after I've taken my last Humira. So can't do that till Saturday. And I just don't know what to talk about when I'm doing this fussy cutting here. Alright, now what I thought I was hoping I could do is get her in these windows. Like, it's probably going to be, see, this isn't going to show, I don't think. But instead of the mom that's in there, I'd like to have her. So let's see if I can, look at that, my blade just fell right out of there. There we go. Now let's see, am I where you can see? Well, I'm in frame, I don't know if you can see through my big old hands, but I probably ought to cut this window too, or I don't want 2 windows cut and the other ones my grandson. We're going to his birthday party next weekend. He's turning 14. My goodness. Did I have a hard time figuring out what to buy for him? He's already difficult at 14. I did finally find something. I don't know if they'll watch their videos, so I'll have to tell you later what I found, but I ordered it last night. And I'm glad I did, because it's going to take like almost a week to get here. I thought that was strange on Amazon. It was a Prime. But it seems like that's getting slower and slower. Do y'all order from Temu? And if you do you play that game, the fish game? I've been playing it for a while now, and I was gonna quit the last time I got it done. Yeah, that'll look real good right there, I think. I think that'll work. But I'm gonna cut this off in case I want to put those jars somewhere. Last time I ended, I finished a game while I was down at my daughter's after her baby was born. And I thought, oh, I might as well just start another one because they offered me something for free that I really wanted. I finally got it done last night, and I've just, as soon as my stuff comes in, I'm deleting that app. I am tired of wasting time on that. And I think I'd rather just wait till I can buy the stuff. Is that a bad attitude? I mean, I'm glad I'm getting the stuff I'm getting, but... Okay, now, I wonder if I have something different to put in the background of the windows. Not of this, but of the windows. Let's see. Maybe something... I think I need to try to flip it this way. Don't think we need lobsters behind there, do we? Some that might look, you know, like a wallpaper behind it. It might look like a wood wall behind her. Ooh, there are some clouds that we might be able to add into our background collage. Maybe that one. Let's try that one. Something's just going to look like the inside of the camper. That one's pretty too. I think we'll do that one. Okay. So... let's turn this over here and take my pencil, and I'm going to trace right here and right there. Oops, oh, I need the bottom too, don't I? This is where the bottom is. Okay, so let's go like that. Now on this side of that, hope I just did that right. You know what? It's all backwards, but I might still, like I can still make it work. I don't know what I was thinking. Thought I could turn it over and it just fit right. I don't know if I like that. What do you think? Maybe that plain color would look better. Let's scrap that. There was a blue back here, wasn't there? Oh, not that one. There, this one. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah, I like that behind her better. So this time I won't try to trace it backwards like I did before. We're going to go up to here, here, and over here. Sometimes I do things the hardest possible way. I have done that all of my life. Okay, so and glue that on there. I'll have to trim a little bit more off. Something I wondered though is if my little scissors, if I could put these canning jars in the other window. Probably I have to cut them apart because that one is up so high, but we'll see what we get in the window here. May only need two. Okay, so I'd like to have one right there and maybe one right there. Yep, that's not cut very well in there, is it? There's something I didn't get. There we go. Okay, so I am going to cut these apart. Probably won't be able to use the middle one. Because it's just going to look awkward now. Okay, so I want this one right there. Let me. Okay, let's glue it right where I just put that little mark. Oops, did I? Nope, that's the top. I thought I got. Okay. So that one's going there, and then I slip this one right there. Don't know how to do this without moving it. I moved it a little, but I think it's okay. Let's see, before it gets set. Yeah, that'll work right there. Put some glue on this side of it. Okay, and we'll glue that. Oops, we'll glue that just like right there. So I need to cut some of this off here. Okay, now let's put, I'm going to use my Fabric Fix or Fabric Tack because it'll give me a minute to move things around if I need to. So it's right here that I'm going. Now, I want those jars to be right there, just like that. Okay, but I don't think the jar she's holding got any glue on it. It didn't. Well, it did, it just wasn't sticking. Okay. There we go. Now, get all this picked up and see how the paper is doing. It's a little wet, but not terrible. Oops, I need to ink around the edge of this for sure. Ooh, I gotta get the lid on that water. I just about tossed that across the front of my desk there. Sounds like thunder outside. And I really should have just done that. One thing when you're matching things up, if you don't ink on this side, they're matching, then they kind of look better together. But I just did it before I thought about it. I'm going to use my thing to get in here around these edges and try to get it without getting the whole thing totally distressed. Okay, there's that side. What did I do with the other side? There it is. I really should have done something about that, but you can see the curtains in the windows. I don't know, I don't think I'm going to like it without cutting that out, am I? Of course she is in a different part of the bus. You know, she's up front, or the trailer. So it wouldn't necessarily be the same. I don't know why that doesn't match up. Oh goodness. Alright. Surely it will only take a little bit. Get very quiet when I'm cutting like this. Oh, you guys, you know what I found? I was looking for a certain book that I cannot figure out where I put, but I found my bird encyclopedia. I knew I had it. I just knew I had that book, but I wasn't finding it anywhere. And it was in here on my shelf, which I didn't think that's where I would have had it, because all my other bird books are in my other area where I store my books in the living room. And so last night I'm cutting into that curtain. I don't want to do that. Last night I cut several birds out while I was watching TV. they're on such nice paper and it cuts so nicely. Now I don't know if you watch Nellie and Ruth and watch her bird collage. If you don't, you might want to. It's always really, really fun. I love watching her channel and her work. But when she started the bird collage, she showed this, the book, and I thought, I know I have that book. And I believe I was down at my daughter's when she started. I wasn't home where I could look right away. I kind of think I was down at my daughter's when my grandson was born. But anyway, I got home, I couldn't find it. I found all kinds of my bird books that I had. I have them. A lot of them have they're pretty books, you know, the spines and stuff. So I have them stacked on one of my end tables in our living room. They look really pretty. But nope, that one was not there. So I was so thrilled when I found that. I still haven't found the one I was looking for. I cannot figure out. I hope I did a huge clean out of my books and took a lot of them to the thrift store, but I can't imagine I would have sent that one because I love it, and plus I had cut out of it, and I didn't send any books that I have cut out of because I didn't want somebody to buy a book thinking they were getting a whole book, and I had cut stuff out of it. So I can't imagine. But I'm glad that that sent me on that search, and I found my bird encyclopedia, because it really is superior over my other books for doing collage, for bird collage. I had used it a lot. I just have my favorites in here. And so one day after I used it, I must have decided this is a favorite, so I'm going to leave it in here. I'm sorry, this is taking much longer than I thought it would. You can always bump up the speed on me. I think I talk so slow that you can probably understand what I'm saying if you bump up the speed. I do that a lot so that I can get more videos watched. Alright, now we will glue this on here. And I want to cut inside of those lines. I look at this and I think how hot that must have been. Ooh, I think it's hot in our house, and we got central air. I lived in a little trailer, metal trailer, for years when I was little. We moved after my parents remodeled a house, but I lived in that till I was in 5th grade. Now let me tell you what, that was hot. It was really hot, but I didn't mind living there. I guess I didn't know people looked down on us for living there, you know, at that age. I had lots of friends, and the guy that owned the trailer court that we were in, he lived there, and he was very particular about how your place looked and how your yard looked. I remember seeing him on a mower a lot. But he was very picky about it. So I thought it was a nice little place to live when I was little. Plus, all you had to do was go through the gate at the end of the trailer court, and you were in the town park. Okay, now, that does look much better, I think, than it did. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one down. Put it about right there, I think. And I am going to go ahead and put it over the holes, because otherwise it's going to look weird, them matching up, not, you know, with the holes there. So I think this, yeah, that's dry enough. It's a little wet down here still. I must have got more water down there. But up here where I'm going to glue this, it's pretty dry. I think it'll be fine. I don't want to run my heat gun if I don't have to. I know it's noisy and not fun to watch. Oh, you know what I haven't figured out though, is where my leaves are going to go. Do I want like a leaf? You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use that kind as a tree. That's the leaf we're going to use. Okay, let me get some ink around it. It's still kind of wet, but I think that would look cool. So we'll use this as a tree. I wondered how I was going to use these. Maybe I should put it about right there, I think. I can glue him down now. And what else? Oh, I have my bear. This is my animal that's got fur. And I think I'm just going to put him over here on the corner, coming into the whole scene. I think that's what I'll do. So I'm just going to kind of mark with my fingernail where I want him so I don't put glue everywhere. Oops, wrong glue. I'm not using my Elmer's glue all today because I haven't tried it on these old school papers and I just don't feel like experimenting with it today. Okay, there we go. Oops, I got glue where I shouldn't have. I thought I took care of that, but I did not apparently. So our little bear is coming in the side. Now, this side. Ooh, I hope I didn't. Yep, it came through. But, oh well, too late. Didn't think about that. Alright, let's put some glue on this one. Oops. I have a little, I saw this tip, put that down in my little container because my container was getting full of dry glue. And I couldn't figure out how to get it out of there. I tried rubbing alcohol, I tried all kinds of stuff, but I was not getting it out. So I saw that tip and it's helping a lot. And next time I go to the thrift store or to the dollar store I'm going to pick me up a bigger one to stick down in there, but that's just what I had. Okay, so get these matched up exactly there where they're supposed to be, and put this like that. And this one I didn't pull all the way to the edge, but I think it'll be okay. I don't think it'll be real not noisy, noticeable, because it's going to be in the gutter of the page or whatever. I'm not sure. Okay, now, oh, I should put a tree on this side too, shouldn't I? Let's put one over here. Maybe let's lift her up. See if I can get her lifted. Oh, I'm glad I paid attention to her because there's a lot of glue right there. I need to rub off or I'm going to have shiny spots. Alright, now let's lift her up a little bit. And let's ink around the edges of this leaf. I have my legs behind me in my chair and I'm sitting on my feet and they're starting to really hurt. I think I need to adjust. I have sat like that all my life, but nowadays I can't really do it very long. Okay, there we go. Alright, now, where is my... there it is, my prompt list. A leaf or leaves, something made from wood. Oh, I didn't tell you. Something made from wood is my deck here. Graph paper is behind. Something that makes me happy is canning, an animal with fur, and I don't have the receipt, so got that all on here. Now, I didn't know if I could tear some of this and put it in the top. Let's see. Let's do this side. We'll see how that will look. I actually don't mind it. Okay, but I'm gonna have to, one is not gonna cover the whole thing. Just going to cut right on the other side of that line in case I don't have it quite right. And then I'm going to use this. I need to cut this straight. Okay, so now I have a straight edge. And I'm going to put myself a little mark over here, so that when I am tearing this side, I will end up to where they'll match up pretty good. Then maybe I should also just give myself a starting off point over here too. Okay, so it's right there. And I'm aiming for right there. There we go. So now they kind of, the colors don't match as great, but all right, let's glue. Well, I want to ink the bottom of those though. I need to figure out where I'm cutting. this one. There. Okay, so look at these inked up. My trimmer left a rough edge on that for sure. I don't know if I can. It must be time to think about changing my blade. But that means it's time to buy one. Because I don't think I have a spare one. Wipe this off a little bit. I got a little carried away with it down here where my page is going to go. Okay. So now, I think this one goes on this side, right? I think so. I may have done that backwards. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Oops, I gotta screw this over. There. Alright, I'll set that there. I'll get this one right down too. That glue a second to dry before I trim it, and we'll see what we're going to do with this. I think I want to tear the top of that a little bit. It's not quite, everything else is so closer to everything. Okay. I'll ink around this. Making a mess. Just a little bit in there. Next year, I'm printing these on my cream colored cardstock that I like. I think I will just put this right here. And I'm not going to put these in my book to finish to show you because the bottoms of these are still pretty wet, and I don't know how that would punch, and I certainly do not want to ruin it by trying to punch it and then it tears. So I'm not going to put them in my journal like I usually do. But we'll put them side by side here. I'll hold them up so you can see them too. And I have lots of leaves to do something with on another project because I cut way more than I needed. But I just wasn't sure what I would want. Okay, so here they are, side by side. I like that. Alright, oh, here you go, close up. There's Mom in there. She's canning while Dad's outside, and here comes the bear. He must smell the canning. And then, for some reason, well, that's not Dad, I guess. Maybe this is a big brother, but the kids are over here. Looks like they're building flower boxes right here. And these two are, he's watering, and maybe she's weeding, I don't know.
There you go.
That is my week 33 entry. You have a blessed day. I'll see you soon. Bye.